Being a digital nomad, it is wonderful and it is hell all at the same time. So first, let me explain exactly what a digital nomad is. So a digital nomad is a person that is able to work while traveling or living abroad and making their own schedule and have complete control of their location and their time. Obviously, having the ability to go where you want, when you feel like it, and work wherever you want is a major plus. Not having to go in, punch a clock, listen to bosses that know less than you half the time, criticize your work, not getting credit, just being, like I always say, on the plantation. That's not my thing. And being out here, being free, doing what you want, that's the number one thing for me. And depends on your business model. Most models now, unless you have something that requires a brick and mortar or that is a personal service, you are able to convert whatever that is into a digital nomadic lifestyle if you so choose. Now, being a digital nomad does not mean that you have to circle the globe 45 times. It may just mean that you are in your own country and going to different places, or you're in your own city and you work out of different locations. Like you can work on one side of town, or a cafe, or a park, or a beach, or whatever in the city that you already live in. So digital nomad is not about traveling the world, but most of us do because we take full advantage because we can. Another pro for being a digital nomad is the ability to find online work. There's so many things you can do. I'm actually hosting a webinar very soon about 10 different things that you can do for money right now that are online. And there is really, people say that they can't find a job. It's actually easier to find jobs and other sources of income online than it is to find an actual job that is going to let you work remotely 100%. So there are plenty of ways that you can do your own thing. Another pro is you don't have to do it forever. You can just do it for a certain time. You may want to take what some people call a gap year and just say, you know what, I am going to not work for a year. I'm going to save up. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Or use your gap year to build your business, which is the route I would recommend, so that you don't have to go back to the 9 to 5. But whatever the case, you can have it so you can have it short term, a couple months, a couple weeks, or you can do it long term over a couple years. So the deciding factor of it is you. So it's not a permanent lifestyle if you don't want it to be. You are a nomad. So nomad automatically means that you don't necessarily have a permanent home. And living out of hotels, Airbnbs, hostels, or even short-term apartments sometimes can get a little weary, especially if you're traveling place to place every couple months. In the beginning, it's a lot of fun, right? Because you're able to see all these different locations, meet all these different people, experience all these cultures. I'm getting totally photobombed, but it's all good. So shout out to the people that's photobombing me right now. The con is when you are moving around, one of the places that you book or where you rent, you may think it's one thing and it actually sucks. You'll rent this place out, especially if you're Airbnb, you're kind of stuck, or you prepaid, you're kind of stuck. Transient people. There are people that you meet that wind up being really wonderful people, but they leave eventually. Many times when you are living the digital nomad lifestyle, you'll meet so many different people, so many wonderful backgrounds, so many different personalities, and you'll start to jive, and you'll meet people that like are your best friends for the short time that you interact with them, but eventually somebody's going to leave. It might be you, it may be them. Visas, airports, all that can be a hassle, especially the visas, because some places like Thailand, like Vietnam, Cambodia, and other places can give you quite a bit of hassle with their visa process, especially if you stay longer than a month or two. In conclusion, for me, right now in this moment, for the last about year, being a digital nomad has been the most rewarding experience. Just number one, breaking free of the corporate environment. I've given corporate about 15 years of my life, and I don't want to give them another second. It was a major accomplishment just to not only start my business, I'm really better off psychologically, mentally, spiritually, and financially better than where I was when I was working, because when you're on that treadmill, time passes you by and you don't feel like you've accomplished anything. I wake up every single day just excited about life, excited to get working, and before it was that Sunday night depression, you hate Mondays, you hate Tuesdays. I forget what day of the week it is. Matter of fact, I have no idea what day of the week it is now. I do know that it's beautiful outside and I wanted to work outside instead of being inside today and take advantage of the weather. So when you have that nomadic lifestyle, you can do that. You can work wherever you want if there's internet connection, if that's what your business requires. So it's not for everyone because it does require a humongous amount of self-control. If you don't have that person standing over you making sure you work, it can be really easy for me to lay out here and just look at the water and not do anything productive. But instead, I have my laptop, I have my water, I have my internet connection, and I'm working pretty good out here, but I'm also having an opportunity to take in some nature and clear my thoughts. Do not forget to like this video as well as subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all coming to my channel. I appreciate you all watching this video. Spread the word. I will be doing videos twice a week on Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. So I look forward to you all in digesting my content, and I promise that I will continue to give you more consistent and hopefully good content. If there's anything that you want to know about the digital nomadic lifestyle, or if there's anything you want to know about being an entrepreneur or your business or whatever, leave them in the comments and maybe I'll do a video on it. If you'd like to see me discuss anything about it, I'll probably do a video, or we can email or talk one-on-one. So I will see you all soon. Thanks again.